Namaste, beautiful yogis. Welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali, and today we are doing a beginner vinyasa flow from the current program, which is Clairalience, first two chakras, so rooting, grounding, and finding security, reproductive system program. This is the focus. It sounds a little bit lengthy, but overall it covers the chakras that are responsible with our connection to the earth and really bringing ourselves into the present moment by being grounded and connected with our creative center as well. Today's class is going to be, because we're focusing on the psychic sense of smell for the month of December, it is going to be pine. Pine is something that I find that most people can easily bring up as either memory or access to a place. You can look at a photo of a pine forest and really imagine how it smells. Sometimes pine can come in combination with a fireplace burning or a campfire or something like this. So use your imagination. You can take yourself back into a memory that just naturally comes up with the psychic idea of pine as a smell. Or you can just transport yourself to a place that smells like pine. However you do it, it doesn't matter. We're just doing exercises here of expanding outside of just the regular senses. Those exercises are helpful in healing, in connecting to our psychic ability, and so forth. Now, pine is a very uplifting, so a lot of the classes I did so far are uplifting, so because the energy anyways of Kundalini rises, it's usually upward moving energy. The grounding is not necessarily a downward moving energy anyways. The grounding element is again, it can have an upward movement in itself as well, because we source from the earth, right? We grow from the earth. So pine is very upward. That was just a side note. Pine is very upward moving energy. There is a sense again, as we did oranges, with of joy, lightness, and I like that for this class today, tapping into the joy aspect, because whenever we work with healing the trauma and past, we always have to be very, 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 we have to already embody the energy of joy, the frequency of joy. We have to be really, really connected to the light within, so we can look at the darker parts within and be able to alchemize them, transmute them, integrate them. It's not about just, looking in the dark, looking at the shadow, looking at the trauma, looking at the pain, because unless we build the light, we will have a very hard, close to impossible time of transmuting that trauma or that darkness. Everything is a dance of polarities, and as we learn our way through our own psyche, we figure the pathway, but it is a continuous work. So today, joy, pine is very uplifting. I mean, it just reminds you of I don't know, mountains and whatever it reminds you of, a vacation, maybe winter. Maybe you live in a pine place, then you're just still going to experience the aroma. The flower essence is one of the original Bach flower remedies of pine, and it pertains to guilt. Releasing guilt where guilt is not needed. So connecting to the past and experiencing guilt in relation to memory. So the flower essence of pine allows us to release guilt. The positive aspect of it is that we can take responsibility, not feel guilty, but take responsibility for the past and the parts of the past that we can take responsibility, ownership for, so we can move forward. So we can assume responsibility for things, because this is in essence freeing us. It's a form of freedom. But at the same time, we also have to have the clarity to release guilt. We can't carry guilt around and expect healing. And pine flower essence assists that type of personality. Not everybody connects to the past with that emotion, guilt. But for those personality types that do experience guilt, pine is, can be your essence. Flower essence. Flower essences, I've mentioned many times before, work on the emotional body. Not so much on the physical, but we do build health from the etheric body, emotional, astral, into the densities, into the denser body, physical body. So when we heal the emotional body, we are going to see that progress in the future as a healing in the physical body. I think that's a good intro for pine. We're going to do a standing vinyasa with some stretches, so remember to flow with strength and ease. Starting with circular movement. So this is unregimented, even though this is a beginner class. I know some of you don't like, probably just kind of fluid free move, and some of you probably are better at that. So whichever side you stand on, just kind of feel a little freedom in your body and begin with circular movement. If you want exact directions for this particular move, this is like figure eights or circles with the shoulders, and you're gonna throw some hips in. Of course, we're working on reproductive system, so hips are important here. Shoulders are connected to the hips. In the kinetic chain, we work together, shoulders, hips usually for alignment. If we're crooked in the hips, say, then that would result in the spine also, via the spine into the shoulders. And let's slow it down. All right, figure eights now with the hips, but you're gonna throw shoulders in. So now you're leading with the hips, and via the spine, the shoulders follow. Begin to deepen the breath. And now we're gonna reach side to side, so use your arms, reach behind on the right, swing them to the left. The eyes follow, gazing softly past the fingertips. Freeing up the upper back here, so experience this twist, movement in the spine, moving energy into the spine, through the spine. Softening the face muscle, so releasing tension. As we build strength, we need to release tension. Tension is not strength. All right, elongations. Take the left arm and reach over the head. You can tap the toes on the left, as if you're really elongating here from the toes to the fingertips, and change. A big stroke. And change. 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 As if you're making yourself taller. You're elongating the torso. A few more. All right, step your feet together or hip width apart, toes pointing directly. Clasp, drop the shoulders down, pull the belly in, connect with the core. And let's reach over to the right, elongating the right side at the same time. Look up. Change. 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 Back to center. Grab your wrist and reach over. You're going to push the right elbow back, left arm reaches. You can just pull a little with the right hand. Change. And back. Exhale down. Forward fold. You can keep the knees soft here. And breathe. And as you breathe, bring about the feeling, the frequency of pine. So you may not smell it per se, but it is the feeling. The vortex is spin maybe of a memory or of an association with pine, or with the energy of pine. As I said, pine, as all plants, have very healing energy. But here we're using the psychic route rather than just smelling pine. We're connecting. And you can swing your hips again here in the forward fold. Keep your knees bent and just move a little bit. Experiencing movement in the body, it snaps us right into the present moment. Experiencing the now. And let's bring the hands onto the shin bones and look ahead, pull the belly in, preparing the core for the sequence. Bend the knees, hands on the floor, step it back, plank, knees on the ground. Optional, of course, if you are good at chaturanga, you can just do regular chaturanga. Otherwise, you're gonna have the knees on the ground, pull the belly in, try to have a straight torso, and we're gonna chaturanga, shoulders forward, and upward dog, and downward dog. And breathe, focus on the breath. And let's do a few figure eights with the hips here. Again, bringing about the sense of pine in whatever associations you wanna, that brings about for you. So smelling pine psychically, or a place with pines, bringing yourself to a place where there is a lot of pine. Your mind is very powerful, that's why I'm using it in the classes. I know it's not a popular stance to realize the power of the mind, but it is extremely powerful, and the more we fine-tune our self-awareness and also our mind, the more that leads to our expansion of consciousness. And we have tools to be present, to be aware. Through the body, through the practice, we can really deepen our awareness. All right, inhale the right leg up, step it through. You can use your hand to step it through for complete beginners, and we're gonna bend the right knee straight back, come up, high lunge. Open the arms out, and we're gonna spin them. Look over to your right and back to center. Reach over the head. Step at the front onto the right leg, and we're gonna find tree pose. Left leg into the right upper thigh. Spread the toes open, that's your foundation, your grounding. Feel as if roots are coming out of your etheric roots or spiritual roots are really coming out of your feet, just kind of like in a tree, connecting to the microbiome, to the soil, to other trees, to other root systems, in communication with other root systems, in connection with the earth, sourcing nourishment from the earth, from the feminine element, and the expansion above. The more rooted we are, the more grounded we are, the more supported we are, the more we're free to expand, to take a flight. And again, invoke that sense of freshness of a pine, the freshness, the joy, the lightness that goes along with it. You want to uplift the heart, open it, let it blossom. And step it back, high lunge. Here we're going to bring the hands on the hips and take 10 steps. 1, lunge steps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and all the way back. Exhale down, step it back, plank, modified or full-on chaturanga, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And let's take the left leg up, step it through, high lunge. Extending the tailbone slightly down, connecting with the core, hips squaring, leveling, open the arms out and twist to your left. Use your spine here, your obliques, and face forward, reach over the head. Hands on the hips and step at the front. Take your right foot into the left inner thigh, spread the toes open and feel the central axis of the body, foot pressing into the thigh, thigh pressing into the foot. Tripos and all that goes with that. It's the alignment of the human body with earth cosmic energy flow. That's the beauty of those standing poses. Focus on the breath. Nice deep inhalations all the way into the belly. Moving the flow with the breath, with the conscious awareness of the breath. You can inhale through the reproductive system. Now as you breathe in, you can breathe in through the ovaries, testicles, prostate, uterus. Just you can bring breath in symbolically or metaphorically or however in a visceral way, just feeling the breath as if the breath is coming, because of course energy flows not only through the breath, of course we can guide energy. It goes beyond the breath. So as you inhale, feel that you're using the reproductive system to bring breath in directly. And exhaling, the way we breathe through the heart, sometimes now reproductive system breath. I did it in some of the intermediate classes, so it's almost like this circular breath. Incoming, outgoing, creating like a circle. And feel the breath, just bringing freshness, newness, renewal into the system. If there is stagnant energy, tension, the fresh new breath cleanses it out, and as you exhale, you release a lot of that tension, a lot of that negative energy, stored trauma, stored memory. Great. All right, we did the balancing. Step it back into high lunge. And we're gonna do the 10 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And step it down. Knee plank. Knee chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through, drop the back heel down, opening the left hip, and we're gonna take warrior 2. Right knee facing directly forward, aligning with the toes, exactly the same direction. Soft, gentle strength in the arms, so we're not putting too much tension in the hands and arms, but at the same time, we're using the strength to softly hold them in position. Nice deep inhalations followed by complete exhalations. Really connect with your breath. That's one of the most important lessons in yoga, is to truly connect with the breath, feel the breath, be in awareness, conscious awareness with the breath. So really feel it, really experience it, be able to guide it. Reverse the warrior, so you're going to glide the left arm down the left leg and turn the right arm up, palm of the hand facing towards the back of your room. And coming out of this side angle, right elbow over the right knee, lengthen the torso, reach over the head. Exhale. Both hands on the inside of the right leg. Walk your left knee further back, a little bit of a stretch here. And step it back, knee plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Take the left leg up, warrior 2 on the left side. The right hip is externally rotating. Arches of the feet are lifting. Deep inhalations followed by complete exhalations. Feel the breath moving through the body. You can breathe as if you're breathing fresh pine forest with pure air. And glide the right hand down, left arm up and over. Side angle, elbow over the knee. Lengthen the torso, reach over the head and feel that elongation from the toes, from the side of the foot to the fingertips. Externally rotate the rib cage here to align it over the bottom rib cage. And exhale, both hands on the inside of your left foot. Walk your right knee back. And step it back, knee plank. Knee chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Again, tap into your breath, observe it. Guide the breath all the way into the lower belly, into the reproductive system. Inhale the right leg up, step it through. Warrior one, heel to heel alignment. Again, arches of the feet lifting. Reach here, square the hips. So you're gonna push the right hip back, left hip internally rotating to even them out to the degree that you can. You're not gonna perfect it. You don't have to be absolutely square, but that's the direction. Direction of energy is towards aligning them. Again, guided breath into the lower belly, reproductive organs. Bring as if the aroma of pine with the breath. Even if you're breathing through your body, through your belly, if you're breathing through your heart, through your reproductive system, as if you're breathing in the pine aroma. It's a joy and upliftment and lightness and releasing pain. All right, let's do warrior three. Why not? Hands over the heart, lean forward. Fire up the right leg and shift when ready into balancing on the right leg. Left leg presses behind you, press through the heel. And step it back into warrior one. Exhale down, plank, hold plank maybe on your feet if you can, if not on your knees. Pull the belly in, strength. Drop the knees down, chaturanga, up dog, chaturanga, second, down dog. Left leg comes up, step it through. Warrior one. Again, Feel your hips. Feel your hips, breathe into the general area of the second chakra. Even if it means you feel the spinning of the chakra is not in the physical body, even though it corresponds to the physical glands. The circuitry is not in the physical body, that is our spiritual circuitry. Feel your feet, really connecting with the earth, really you're finding your alignment through feedback from the body. So you feel how your feet are connecting, and spread the toes open, lift the arches, just improve the alignment by how you're guided from the cues of your own body. Pay attention, you're not going to perfect everything in one single class. This is a process of just becoming more aware of the body, connecting more with the body, and over time, over a period of time, the poses will shift how they feel in your body or how you connect with the poses. Hands over the heart, warrior 3, balancing. Step it back, warrior 1. And exhale. Plank, hold it, spread the fingers open. Belly in, really feel the strength in your core. Whenever you need to, drop the knees down. And knee chaturanga, up dog. Optional second chaturanga, down dog. Free up the breath even more, as if now you're taking bigger breaths in, slower and more complete exhalations, carrying out with the exhalation all the residue, tension, toxicity. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through, warrior 1 again. Feel the pose, feel the breath, feel your connection with the earth, feel your upward movement of energy from the first and second chakra. The energy moving up. Whether this is a strong feel or just kind of a faint or vague feel, just feel a rising energy. And let's straighten the lead knee, right hand onto the right hip, reach ahead of you with the left hand, lower it down onto your shin bone. When you're ready, you can take the right arm up. Revolve triangle. And lower your chest over the right leg. Try to keep the hips somewhat square. All right, vinyasa. Plank, hold the plank. Chaturanga, up dog and down dog. Take the left leg up, big breath in. Warrior 1. Again, pay attention to the feet, the toes, how they're aligning here as your foundation. And straighten the lead knee, left hand onto the hip. You can touch your hips, see how aligned they are. Try to square them a little bit and also level them a little. Reach ahead of you with the right hand, lower down onto the shin bone. And when ready, if the moment comes, lift here. If not, you can just stay in the previous stage with just hand over the shin bone. Try not to lock the knees here, soft bend in the knees helps. Great, and lower the hands down over the right leg. You can again hold the shin bone here and be a little higher. And let's step back onto all fours, knees on the ground. Take a nice deep breath and feel the alignment of hips, shoulders here. Take a breath in into the reproductive system or second chakra area from the back side of the body. So we're invigorating the back side of the body as well. Widen the back, widen the chest here, drop the shoulders away from the ears, find good alignment here, find space, spaciousness. Take the right leg back parallel to the floor, up, and we're gonna pose it 10 times. 1, 2, really squeeze the booty, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take the left arm forward and we're gonna do elbow to knee. 1 and extend. 2, pull the belly in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Opposite side. Left leg, square the hips, and let's pose it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take the right arm forward, elbow to knee, squeeze the belly. 1. Breath in combination with movement. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring it back down. So we're gonna do a few, you can spread the knees a little wider than hip width apart and just do a few circles with the hips again in one direction. Change direction. And lower down. Lay down on your back. You can bring the hands onto the lower belly. Breathe into the lower belly. So deep belly breath here, diaphragmatic breathing. Let the belly expand upon inhalation. Let it flatten on exhalation or empty. Inhale, expand. Exhale. And again, inhale, expand the belly. Very good. A few pelvic tilts. 1, extending the tailbone. 2, lifting the lower belly, so connecting with that, the muscles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna bring the shoulders into the combination. Press your hands over your head, drop the shoulders down so they're making a contact with the floor, and do pelvic tilt. So you're gonna peel off the tailbone of the floor and press the lower back down. Exhale and empty in a stomach vacuum way the belly, and then reach over the head at an angle, not all the way, it's a little uncomfortable for the shoulders, but just lower the hands about 30, 45, 60 degrees down at an angle, or 15 degrees off the floor, 15 plus, from 15 all the way up to 45 degrees off the floor. If this is if it's getting complicated with the degrees, just, you know, just kind of above the head, not all the way down. And that will help you to, by keeping the shoulders down, to bring about again alignment hip to shoulders, and also deepen that stomach vacuum. So exhale and empty the belly in this position. And release. Supine twist, extend the right leg down, left knee in, bring it across, keep the left shoulder down. Allowing yourself to experience surrender in the body. So here we're not pushing, we're not striving, we're not necessarily wanting to position ourselves or force the body in a position, but rather surrender, and the pose deepens. So that's finding within your own psychic capacity, and within your own muscular mind-body connection, the places where you could let go, you could surrender. As you exhale, just give in, surrender here, and you will soften into the pose. All right, change. And as you exhale, also release the stored muscular or cell memory of anything that pertains to guilt or association to past memories, events that lodged into your body under the frequency of guilt. And sometimes that is just a feeling, not necessarily like a specific memory. Sometimes it is a specific memory. But bring the intention here to just, as you surrender, you release off of your tissues negative memories, events stored in you that you can let go now of. All right, release. And here before we become total jello. Let's do a little bit of abs and then we can jello it. Lower belly onto the floor, reach forward, and we're gonna keep the chest open, shoulders back and down, and pose here. 1, 2, 6. Rest and 10 more with Mula Bandha. So belly in, flex or connect the muscles in the core. Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lift, Kegel muscle, also you could call it. Or squeezing, as if you're squeezing not to pee, that also works. It's not exactly the same, but it's a good introduction to either Kegels or Mula Bandha, which is a yogic seal of energy leakage too. All right, let's Mula Bandha, 10 pulses. Excellent. Rest, and we'll do 10 more. 10. All right, now you can lay. It's enough. It is not a very overwhelming class, but it is enough. Enough movement for the day, enough breath. Give yourself the permission to consider this enough, to be satisfied, to be peaceful, balance within the mind. At peace with your body as well, just allowing your body to relax now, to soften, to let go of tension, of stored negative memories. And just breathe into your cells the aroma of pine. So each aroma has a frequency, has a color, has a note. Everything, since everything is frequency, it translates into all the other expressions of the physical world. So an aroma will have a smell, a color, a taste, a visual shape, etc. So allow yourself to step out of the very, very linear way of experiencing reality and just breathe into your body, breathe pine into your body, into your reproductive system, really whatever that means for you. So if it means literally you're gonna inhale pine, imaginary pine of course, and you will feel it in your body, or if it means that you connect pine to something and you inhale, exhale, release, expand, uplift, feel joy, etc. But use your imagination here, very important to use the imagination, to just sail here as if you're sailing through the oceans of your imagination and using it to heal the body, to feel the body, heal and feel the body. And stay here for a few more moments, just a few more moments on your own. And remember to flow with strength and ease. Namaste.